Hey everyone, Alice here with the weekly sneak peek reading. So let's just talk about this week for a little bit. It is a full moon week on Tuesday morning, night. So technically, it's kind of Monday night, Monday into Tuesday night. That's the full moon. Full moon in Sagittarius. Full moons in Sagittarius. It's like the sort of peak time. Full moons are about completion, completion of cycles, ending things, finishing things, accomplishing things. With Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius, this can make people feel more adventurous, feel more spontaneous, make you feel like you want to try things out, feeling like you want to experiment with things here. Just be careful that you might feel like you want to do it a little excess, especially, if you're hanging out with friends. It can make you feel like you want to be more social and make you feel possibly like, I can have another drink or two or three. So just be a little cautious about drinking too much. There is energy for that, definitely, especially, summertime, and a lot of places in North America, Northern Hemisphere, getting into sort of that summer groove here. All right, so what's happening this week energetically? And when I say energetically, this is what is, where the planets are sort of aligning and the energy that's around us. So it's not really like, it's not a horoscope. I forgot what they're called. It's not like a horoscope. I like to think of it more as sort of like an astrological forecast, like how the weather man or woman, whatever person tells you what the weather is going to be like based on, where they see the winds are blowing and, the currents, the air currents, and the warm and the cold and all that, so they can kind of sort of predict what the weather may be like. That's what I feel like this is. It's kind of like, what are the energies that may be around you and how that might affect not just you, but the people around you as well. Now, I'm not an astrologist at all. I just kind of go off from sources that I trust and what I think is like relevant, especially to the readings that I'm doing and the energy that I'm pulling here. And this week is fucking relevant. This week is like, there's so much like, I think it has a lot to do with the moon starting off in Sagittarius here. It's like, and with the full moon, there's a lot of social activity here. So apparently, and I say apparently because I'm not an astrologer, so I'm just like relaying information to you. So Monday, the start of this week, is kind of going to be bringing in this energy of socializing that's going to last pretty much most of the summer, to be honest. So if this summer, for some reason, even if you're not the most social person, if you just kind of are feeling like, I want to be more social this summer, it's not just you, it's in the energy. I feel like a lot of people this summer are going to want to just be more social. I mean, you can say logically, yeah, because for the past few years and the past few summers, a lot of people haven't been able to travel. There's a lot of traveling going on as well. And I've noticed that, just in general. I live in Canada, in Toronto, and Pearson International Airport is like now being infamous for having a lot of delays because the demand is high for people to travel. Yes, that's happening because of circumstances, but it's also in the energy. So I'm like, I can't really deny that because I don't really believe in coincidences. So things like that are happening. It's like, oh yeah, that makes total sense to me, not just in a logical way, but in an energetic way as well. People want to get out there, they want to socialize, they want to travel, they want to broaden their horizons. So I feel like the energy is here that's going to last for like several weeks. So if you just feel you want to get out more, you want to like see people more, just talking and hanging out with your existing friends and family and just wanting to like have more friends, like expanding your social circle, that's that's in the energy, and it's starting on Monday. So don't kind of be surprised if that's going on here. Tuesday, like I said, that's where the full moon is. Just be careful. There is energy there that you may overindulge a little bit into Tuesday here. So just be kind of cautious of that. There is energy here that you may want to. You may feel a little hungover in more ways than one, even just energetically. So you might want to slow down a bit on Tuesday. Take things a little easy. Don't push yourself too hard, like at work or anything like that on Tuesday. Wednesday, there can be some weird, like passive aggressive energy, especially when it has to do with things like at work or like people that you're working with, working on something, whether it's a project or you're just doing something together. It's mostly because like I say work because a lot of the energy here is because everybody wants to get out and do something fun, right? It's nice out. If it's nice out, but there's just sort of this antsy energy of like, I don't want to be doing work. I want to be going out and having fun, and that can just make people kind of snappy at each other. It's like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'd rather do something else than this. It's because of that energy that's starting on Monday of wanting to socialize. And when you're trapped inside or trapped doing work and you're like, I wish I was doing something else other than this. I want to have fun. And it just creates a little grumpiness here, a little bit of a grumpy atmosphere. So that's about midweek, the energy there. Let's see what's going on. Thursday kind of smooths things over a bit more, so there's less of that grumpy energy here. And if anybody's feelings got hurt from the day before, that's going to kind of be smoothed over a bit. You're probably just going to forget about it. If somebody snapped at you or said something, or you snapped at them, bygones will be bygones by then. And then Friday, near the end of the week, it's picking up again. The energy is going to pick up again, to the point that, you or people around you might feel a little bit overwhelmed about how fast the energy is coming in here, because it's almost like blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. This sort of, feel good type of energy, very positive energy. It's just kind of gonna like blast in on Friday for some reason. Well, I mean, not for some reason, it's there, but like, yeah. So leading into Saturday, there's a bit of a hiccup. Possibly a little more passive aggressive, but more on a social level here of people trying to be controlling. Perhaps people are trying to control what we or you do on Saturday, and maybe there can be some butting of heads there. Maybe people are getting a little butthurt about that. Possibly being a little like suspicious that there are other motives involved, like, oh, so you want to go here because like you want this or something. I don't know. It's like some weird ego shit happening here. That's kind of like the only sort of like bump here this week here, Saturday. Sunday is a lot better. In fact, the energy on Sunday with Neptune and Venus, they're sextiling. I mean, yes, but this can create a very like romantic atmosphere. So if you want to like have a date night, Sunday would probably be a nice night. Lots of that energy around there. It's a good day to focus on romantic things. Also on Saturday, I want to point out there is a small window of opportunity here. For me in the Eastern time zone, it's like right in the morning. It's like between like 7 and 11. It's like really short, but it's a good opportunity if you want to reach out to somebody or people and like have, like a good conversation with those people, or like build up your relationship with somebody in a positive way. that, those few hours Saturday morning, the energy is there, to kind of back you up in a sense. So yeah, all in all, I feel like this week and moving on to the next few weeks, that energy of being social, of wanting to be more social, of wanting to talk to people, be around people, is there. Even if you're, like I said, even if you're not somebody who normally is very social, it's just that energy is there. So here, I can't wait. What is it exactly? Here, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, it's because Mercury is in Gemini. Mercury is in Gemini, and that's what's making that energy there. And especially for this week with the Sagittarius moon, that's where all this being adventurous and socializing is coming from, mostly. From my understanding, like I said, not an astrologer, but that's just the energy here, and that's kind of what is driving me, at least for these readings. So we'll get into the readings now. So we're going to go through Aries through Pisces. We're just going to take a sneak peek here, slightly different of what's going on here. I did try it out. The reading makes sense. It's just a little all over the place, but we will make do. Disclaimers. Technically, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. There may be a message in here for you, although I do think out of all the readings, aside from like the moon readings, which I will be doing a full moon in Sagittarius reading probably tomorrow, that there, those readings, the moon readings and the weekly readings, I feel are more tied to the time. But whenever you find it, it doesn't matter. There can be a message for you if that's when you found it. But I do think that they are a little bit more time based than the other readings, just because of the energy with the planets and everything, the aspects. I guess they're not really planets. They're not all planets. The moon isn't a planet, but the aspects. Yeah, so there's that. Also keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not personal readings, so not everything is going to resonate and apply to your situation here. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and don't try to force it. I'm so distracted right now because I hear people walking around and talking like outside. It's just super distracting. I'm not even gonna lie. I may pause and wait. This is why I do things late at night when things aren't distracting, but lately I've been doing them during the day, and I'm gonna tell you, my readings that I do during the day are fucking weird because I get distracted halfway through. I don't think I have, I'm not diagnosed with any sort of ADHD, but when I'm doing energy, it's just, I need to focus on what I'm doing because I don't have a filter on my mouth. Whatever comes into my brain, I say, because I try not to stop myself because there could be something there that I need to get out. So when there are distractions around me, I tend to speak about the distractions, and it just, it sidetracks everything. The entire reading, everything gets sidetracked, and yeah. This is why at night, I don't have any distractions to do that. I don't think it's an ADHD thing. It's just I don't have a filter. Normally, I would just not mention it. Okay, distractions are gone. I'm sorry. All right, what was I saying? These aren't personal readings. These are general readings. So whatever is clicking for you, whatever makes sense, take that. If it isn't making sense, then it's not for you. It may not be your story. It can be future influence. You'll know. Use your instincts. Use your intuition. Here, I'm going through Aries through Pisces. So you can check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. There's maybe if you have a dominant sign, or you just feel drawn to a sign, or you're cross-watching, which I will warn you, I take the side of the sign, so I apologize if you are offended, if you are the person and I say something about you. Apologies. Yeah, I think that's it. If you enjoy these readings or you find them interesting, I do appreciate it if you could like and or subscribe. That does help me do more here with the channel. You'll be notified when I post new readings up, which I try to do frequently. Like I said, I will be posting a full moon in Sagittarius reading probably tomorrow, before the full moon, hopefully. Yeah, so, and I do the weekly and the weekend readings. I try to, at least. Yeah, so greatly appreciated. Let's get into the readings. Hey Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you this week. So I'm going to explain as I go. So first we're going to get kind of the main situation here for you this week. What's going on? What does Spirit want to talk to you about? Because I mean, a week is long. It's not just one thing, but this is what Spirit wants to highlight here, I guess. You can call it that. Okay, a lot wants to come out, but we'll see. Mature woman. These are the surprise cards, which we will look at the end here. I mean, mature woman usually is a person, definitely a person, somebody in your life that you may look up to, somebody who has some authority. I feel for most people, this is a mother figure. It can be a mom, it can be an aunt, a grandmother, somebody who's older than you. I don't really know what they want. There's just going to be a focus on them this week for you. Usually, you know, there's somebody who gives good advice, somebody who you would go to if you need advice about like a social situation or something. But we'll see. We'll see what your incoming energy is like this week in relation to this. So basically your mood. Why are you always in a mood? Okay. Oh, fear and reflection. I got that you might be afraid of something that this person might say to you or something that they have said to you. There's an element of being afraid of this person. Now, I don't think it's like, oh, I'm afraid like of this person. I don't want to be around this person. It's more about what they're saying. The mature woman is about what she says, her advice, you know. It can be that there is something here that she says to you, that this person says to you, that really makes you think about something, you know, reflect on something in your life, reflect possibly on the connections in your life here. You know, maybe, you know, it can be a bit of a fear of the truth. Maybe this person, you know, they have wisdom, they have experience. This is somebody who's mature, somebody who's older than you. They don't have to be actually older than you, just somebody who maybe who just has more experience in something here. And whatever they're telling you, you're kind of afraid of what they're saying here, possibly because it makes you have to reflect on your own situation, on your own life. So, you know, they could be just talking about whatever, maybe talking about a situation or an experience that they had, but it's allowing you to kind of look on your own life and look on your own experiences. And, you know, it's causing fear here. And I feel it's fear of the truth. It's fear of what this person is saying is, it's not, you know, it's along those lines of, it's not what you want to hear, but maybe it's what you need to hear. You know, the truth can hurt and the truth can be scary, and it feels along those lines there. All right, let's see what the incoming external energy is like here for you. This is likely a person. I don't know if it's this mature woman. It might be somebody else. We'll see. Terrible shuffling. Oh, that was a lot better. Okay. Shit stir in reverse. Helping hand in reverse. This might be the mature woman. I do think this energy is this mature woman's energy here. Because it does feel like this person, you know, their heart's in the right place. They're trying to give you good advice here, but again, it's making you really reflect on things in your life here, and you know, it's kind of scary what they're saying here. Wow, that is not what I wanted. That was like too many, and it's way too confusing. This person probably does care about you though, so there's that. Smitten with you. That's kind of weird. That's somebody who like has a crush on you. So I don't know about that, but yeah, again, this is confusing. I don't know which one. I'm not gonna take half the deck here. Just give me one more. Wow, dude, can I just have one more, please? Really wanting to, there's a lot of external energy coming towards you, it feels, but I just want this one, and I just want one more. Okay, I'm just gonna take this one because this is the one that's out here. These ones, I mean, these ones all say the same thing, okay? Faking it in reverse, pretending not to care in reverse. This is all it talks about. Somebody who is probably pretending that they care, or rather pretending that they don't care. But they do. So this is a lot of pretending energy here. And then, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Chaser in reverse. I did see that a couple times, so... Okay, this person, I do feel like this has to do with this energy here, because this energy feels like somebody who, like I said, you know, their heart's in the right place. They are trying to help you, but they're not really helping the situation here. I don't feel like they're not meaning to cause trouble here. I feel like this is just somebody who's just being truthful, somebody who's being honest here, and their honesty is scaring you here and making you reflect on things here. I feel like this is somebody who you might not even really be talking to that much. So this can be, I don't really know where you're getting this advice from. It can be somebody, maybe they've posted things on social media. You know how sometimes people, like especially like on Twitter or Instagram, you know, people post those little quotes, little nuggets of wisdom, of truth here, and maybe something that they said really hit home for you on like on a deeper level, made you really reflect on yourself here, because I feel like with the ghosting here that they're not really talking to you. A chaser in reverse as well. I feel like this person, it's almost like they want to come after you, like they want to go towards you, but they're blocked. There's a block here. So with the ghosting here, I don't feel like they're actually ghosting you, but maybe they're giving you some space here. There's just no contact, not a lot of communication going on here. That's mostly what this means. Okay, so let's see, you and this person, what's your connection like this week? Oh, okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Ooh, that's not very good. Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. Overall, this connection is kind of confusing. It's confusing because it can be confusing because it's like not really knowing what this connection is. There's this energy of like, I don't really know what is real and what's not real, especially when it comes to emotions. And I feel it's like more in like, I don't know how I feel, or or how I don't feel about this connection here. There is an attraction here though with the Knight of Wands here. There's an attraction to want to come towards this connection, and that's confusing in itself as well. It's like, why am I so attracted to this connection? To coming towards this connection, feeling attracted to this connection, wanting to make actions in this connection. That's confusing in itself here. It's like, why there's a lot of whys. A lot of whys being asked here. I do feel like right now in this connection, there is, because of this ghosting energy, and I don't feel like you're really communicating with this person, that it isn't really emotionally satisfying for you. Obviously, if you're not talking to somebody, it's not really emotionally satisfying here in this connection. It can be causing some problems here in this connection as well. I feel like things are just going really slow here. Things aren't really building in this connection. This feels like a stop. Just we're stopping on progressing here. I feel that, yeah, there's an exasperated feeling here about this connection, and there's something about this connection that's ending. I don't really know what this is about, and I'm actually going to clarify that because I do want to know what this Ten of Swords is all about here. It can be part of it. There's something here that maybe this person said, and maybe you're taking it in a way that you think that how they said something, that it means something's over, that something's over in this connection, perhaps, or something that you said. I'm getting a little bit that there's a misunderstanding here, but we shall see. I'm going to clarify that. Let's see what we can get about this Ten of Swords. Okay, you're just gonna like plop everything out in front of me. Chariot in reverse, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, High Priestess in reverse. The fuck? And then here's the Knight of Wands. So, okay. This is what I was thinking, because it does feel like there's a bit of a misunderstanding here. Like I said, with the Ten of Cups in reverse, I feel like because you're not communicating, that there's something wrong here with this connection. Nothing is really moving with the Ace of Pentacles. So where this Ten of Swords is coming from, this feeling like maybe something's done here in this connection, it's like thinking that like this can only go so far, almost. Like there's only so much that can be done here in this connection. And that's where this thinking of, oh, maybe there's something here that's over, because again, there's a delay here with the Ace of Pentacles and being in like, feeling exasperated here about this connection. With the Chariot in reverse, it just feels that there's a delay here, that this could only go. It almost feels like somebody is like, or even both of you, that feeling like this connection can only go so far, that that it's almost like, what is it, like a self-fulfilling prophecy, like thinking, oh well, there's only so much that can happen in this connection, so you might as well end it before we get to that part here, because there is a lot of emotions attached to here. We have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. You know, there is a lot of emotions wanting to start a connection here, wanting to be in a relationship here, and having that knowledge, knowing that there is, you know, that there is a connection here, that there is a very good connection here, a very deep connection. But there is a delay. You know, this Ten of Swords is stopping it. This Ten of Swords is delaying this connection from coming together, and there is a big awareness of it. You know, somebody is aware of what you're both aware that this is happening, because it just almost feels like someone is like, well, I've realized that there's only so far that this connection can go. You know what it feels like? Have you ever been you know, with somebody, or like dating somebody, and you know, you get to a point where you realize, you know, this is great, this relationship is good, everything's good in this relationship, but how can this last? Like it's like when you start to think about life too much, when you're like, well, what is life? What is the meaning of life? What we get up, you know, we eat, we sleep, we poop, we procreate, you know, and you know, then we die. And when you think about shit like that, I don't mean to be a downer. I'm not trying to be that way, but this is like kind of the energy there. It's like the life cycle of a relationship. It's kind of like, okay, so, you know, we're together, we get together, we have a good time, maybe it lasts for a couple years, everything goes great, and then it starts to go downhill, and then, you know, then eventually we break up, and then that's it. And then like it's like what, you know, what's going on here. It's kind of like, you know, what's the point of going through the connection if it's just going to end eventually? Like, but the thing is, I mean, that's the realization here. Like, it's so weird. It's like there's a realization of, well, you know, this is everything that I want, but if I continue with this connection, if it's just going to end anyways, even though, so it's like delaying any sort of happiness here in this connection. I mean, that's the thing. What is it? The saying, you know, it's not where you end up, it's the friends we made along the way. I feel like in this connection that is being forgotten here. You know, it's not about the end result. It's about how you feel on that journey, you know, getting there. You know, it doesn't matter what happens in the end. You know, it's how you feel on the way there. And like on the way there, there's a lot, there's a self-aware knowing that this would be quite, you know, there are a lot of emotions here, that this would be a new relationship, a new connection here, you know, something that you would both want. But there's a delay here. It almost feels like, oh my gosh, this would be too much work to do this. Like, am I ready for all this? I don't know. Too much work. Okay, whatever. Let's move on, because I could be on this for a long time, and I don't want to be on it for that long. So let's see what the advice here is for you, Sagittarius. What advice and or guidance does Spirit have for you here? Because I'm not entirely sure who feels this way, or if you both feel this way. I feel like what's going on here is this person, the mature woman here, they said something that made you think about, oh, why is she doing that again? I don't know why. Oh, wait. Okay. That they said something that made you think about the connection, made you think about the relationship, made you think about why you guys aren't really, you know, talking or something. It just kind of was making you think here with the Eight of Swords. Made you think. And made you think like, you know, why, you know, this is just going to end eventually. So, you know, there's a lot of confusion here, even though there's attraction here and wanting to move forward. You know, the Knight of Wands showed up twice, wanting to move forward, but your brain is stopping you. It's stopping you, and it's stopping this person. Now I feel it's more on your end, just because I can see your energy here of fear. That fear can make you stop things, and can make you, even if you know something would be good for you, even if you know that something would make you happy, you know, it can paralyze you. And that's what it kind of feels like. Let's see, what is the advice and or guidance here from Spirit for you, Sagittarius? Queen of Swords, Four of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords, Page of Wands, and the Lovers. There's a lot of forward movement energy here in a way. And then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Spirit here, the main advice here is that, you know, the Two of Swords, there's something here that you're not seeing. Or there's something... yeah, there's something here that you're ignoring. You're not really paying attention to it, and you're making some assumptions about it. You know, a lot of this energy does feel like you're not really seeing things clearly here. You're making some assumptions about this, you know, being in your head here. And Spirit here is encouraging you to really talk about this. The Knight of Swords is somebody who does action, but, you know, is action in words. You know, talk about what is on your mind here, especially with this Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords here. It's like, talk about why you feel this way. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's like almost like, I don't know if I want this opportunity. I don't know if I want this offer. The Two of Swords in reverse is somebody who can't make up their mind. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I want. And Spirit here is really encouraging you to talk about it. Especially, like I said, the mature woman is somebody who, you know, they are very good at talking about things like connections and relationships. You know, they listen, they understand, they give good advice here. And Spirit is encouraging you to do that. And also here with the Queen of Swords, this will bring opportunities here. You know, if you talk about things in a manner that is, you know, direct and, you know, sticking to the facts, the things that you know here. Also, again, this is another energy of not being quiet. You know, embrace, you know, don't take too much of a break here. Don't be too quiet about this. This is like a silent period, but it's going overboard, you know, taking too long. You know, don't take too long here. You know, to talk about things, to being silent here. A lot of this energy here, the positive of what you should be embracing is talking, communicating. A lot of talking and communicating here. Now, on this end, these are kind of the things that will hold you back. It almost feels like if you feel secure in, like, because this is a deep connection here, but if you just kind of rely on only this deep connection here and not talk about things, you know, that's going to hold you back. If you just kind of assume, well, you know, we have a deep connection, that's actually just going to hold you back if you just kind of rely on that. And, you know, this is the Page of Wands. This is an immature energy. Again, these kind of go hand in hand in that it's almost like it feels, if you kind of rely on, well, it's not going anywhere because I know that we have a good connection. I know that, you know, that there is like passion, love, whatever between us. With the Page of Wands, this can be, you know, passion, desire, attraction as well. It's like, yeah, I know that they're attracted to me. I'm attracted to them. You know, if you rely on that, you know, you're going to be held back. It's like, so try not to rely on that way of thinking, you know, in these actions. The Page of Wands, this is somebody who goes in and out, back and forth. If you think that you can just keep going in and out of this connection, you know, you're going to be held back. You know, that is not what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit does not want you to just go in and out of this connection as you please. Spirit is reminding you here to communicate with this person. Talk about what all this is. Talk about this Ten of Swords. Talk about this Eight of Swords. What's on your mind. Talk about this fear that you have and what you're reflecting on. Because I feel there is a misunderstanding, a miscommunication going on here. All right. Okay, so the surprise cards. The surprise cards. What's going on here? This is something unexpected that may happen in the near future here. So let's see. Expectation. This card is always showing up. Fuck. Expectation. Ooh, child. Concern. Okay, so something new. This is something new. Something new. It's almost like something that you didn't know that you were waiting for. is sort of. Because concern is a lot about thinking, perhaps even overthinking something here. Expectation is about waiting patiently for something that you couldn't really take any action to do yourself. Think of it as like waiting for like a movie to release. Like you can't make the movie release any faster than it's going to release, so you just have to wait until it happens. It's like that. It's like, I'm waiting for the movie to release. I really want to see it, but like you yourself can't make it release before the date that it's going to release. All you can do is wait. That's what expectation is here. Child is just something new, a new beginning, a new cycle here. I mean, it can be an actual child, it can be acting childish, but I don't feel that. I feel like this is more a new beginning here. So something new is going to start here. So unexpectedly, this is something surprising. So there's somebody new, possibly younger. It can be a youth thing, younger than you, that perhaps you've been waiting for, but I feel like you didn't know you were waiting for this. May show up here that will cause you to have to really think a lot about this situation here, this child, whatever this child is, whatever this new thing is. It can be a person, it can be a new person, it can be a younger person, but I do feel like you are going to have to really think about this situation here. It's almost thinking about if you want to wait for something, if you should wait for something or not. So it's something new is popping up here, and it's really making you think about if you should wait. Wait for what? I don't know. Wait to do something about this. Wait for it to mature. I don't know. Wait, because it just seems really young and infantile, like it's in its early stages. So it's like, are you gonna wait for it to mature and get out of the early stages? But it's like really having to think and wait about this. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what it is or why. It's just something that's there. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your reading. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Good luck this week. Take care, and I will talk to you later.